If you don't know what to expect from a narcissist, a psychopath, or another manipulator when you go no contact, you could easily fall into the trap. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 things to expect from the narcissist or other manipulator and 5 things to expect from yourself, things going on inside of you, so that you can prepare for that. You can set yourself up for success, and you could be sure to not fall into that trap. I want to also remind you to check out my playlist of videos on no contact. You can see the link in the upper screen of the video. This is Meredith Miller, and you're listening to the Inner Integration YouTube channel, where you can learn how to self-heal after narcissistic abuse. So here are the 5 things to expect from the narcissist. Now, these are mostly forms of hoovering. If you don't know what that is yet, check out the link in the upper corner of the video screen so you can find out more about hoovering. The very first one is escalation. Expect that the manipulator will escalate their attempts to try to get your attention. Even if that person was unavailable before, if they were giving you the silent treatment and then you go no contact, all of a sudden they have all this extra time and availability and they're trying really hard to get your attention. They're going to do that sweet, mean back and forth, the love bombing, the devaluation. That's going to escalate in an attempt to provoke your anxiety and to suck you back in. Number 2 is the blame shift. This is when they try to make you doubt, they try to make you feel guilty with guilt tripping, they try to get you to take responsibility for the problem. Now, if you want to know more about the false guilt that can come up when you go no contact, check out the video that I've linked in the upper corner. The blame shift will sound like, you're crazy and no one will believe you, or you've got a lot of problems, or you need therapy, you need to see a psychiatrist, or it must be really hard to be in a relationship with you, or no one else will ever be able to tolerate you. They'll call you abusive and selfish for setting boundaries. They'll tell you that other people think that you're crazy or something is wrong with you, and usually that's made up. They'll even say things like, you just can't let go of the past, when in reality, you kept trying to talk about the past because that person couldn't accept self-responsibility for their actions. Number 3 is they will play dumb. They'll cause you to doubt your reality. They'll use gaslighting tactics like, I just don't remember, or I don't know what I did that was so bad. They'll maybe claim that they just don't understand why you're so upset, or even say that they just want to talk, which is all a way of sucking you back into that conversation and back into the abuse dynamic. Number 4 is the smear campaign. Now that's when they talk to other people. They're recruiting flying monkeys. They're trying to discredit you so that your truth is discredited. They will use overt character assassination attempts, or they will take the more covert way of acting concerned about you. Now, if you want to know how to handle that smear campaign like a boss, check out the link that I put in the upper corner of the video. And number 5 is triangulation. That's when they start parading their new supply around you, either in person, in real life, or online. They're going to try to provoke your insecurities. They're going to try to provoke jealousy. They're going to try to provoke your doubtfulness. You might even be asking yourself questions like, was it me? Are they happy now? Is that person better than me? Now, I want to talk about the 5 things that are going to be going on inside of you when you go no contact, because these things you really want to look out for so that you don't go back into the denial or the self-sabotage. Number 1 is that first month of no contact is utter torture. It is horrible. You're going through the withdrawal of all the feelings that you had from the love bombing, of all the things that were going on. You got really used to that. It's going to feel like something is really wrong as you're setting this boundary of no contact. Stick with the boundary. Number 2 is an overwhelming sense of anxiety, and it could cause you to want to reach out to the narcissist or manipulator to relieve that anxiety. Don't do that. Do healthy things for your anxiety, like exercise. Even taking a brisk walk for 30 minutes, walking like you're running late, can be really helpful to clear that anxiety. or use solfeggio frequencies. You can look that up on YouTube, particularly 417 hertz. That's the cleansing of negative energies. This is really powerful vibrational technology. It will help you relieve that anxiety. Number 3, you could experience a crushing sense of self-doubt and guilt. So check out that video that I recently did on guilt. I put the link up in the upper corner so you can see why to not hold on to that guilt. Do not let that false guilt get in there as you're trying to maintain no contact, because that could drive you towards the denial and towards getting back into contact. Number 4 is obsession and rumination. You're going to be obsessing about the abuser, ruminating on all the things that happen. It's really important that you redirect that towards educating yourself. Start devouring books and videos and everything you can to learn why it happened, who that person was, why they did what they did. And you can put labels on there so that you start to relieve this feeling of what was it, what was going on. That's what causes the obsession and rumination. As you can put those labels on there, it starts to relieve you from that. And number 5, you're going to have a desire for stalking them. That could be online, doing drive-bys, going by places where you know they're going to be. That's like a recon mission where you're doing reconnaissance. You're trying to find out, are they with someone else? Are they happy? What's going on in their life? Don't do that. Redirect yourself towards educating yourself, towards learning everything that you can. Don't go there, because chances are you're going to see something that you can't unsee. You're going to hear something that you can't unhear, and you're going to re-traumatize yourself in that process. You want to avoid that re-traumatization at all costs. You want to hold that boundary of no contact. Do not get sucked back in, because if you go back in, it's going to be much worse than it was before. And every time that you go back, it's going to be worse than it was before. I hope this video helped you to understand what to expect when you're going no contact. If it did, give it a like, share something in the comments below that could help inspire other people, that could help illuminate the path that they're facing right now. If you've already gone through no contact, you've noticed these struggles and you overcame them. I'm sending you a big hug.